Today we're continuing with the WASDcast, and I'm joined by Willem.
Yo.
And also Pim.
Willem here.
Hey. So it has been a long time yet again since we had last.
Unlike we promised, yet again.
Yet again, weekly.
Luckily, they all know what we're talking about, so that's always a good thing, right?
Yeah. So not really a lot going on. The cast will change a little bit in aspects.
That's what
Like
mostly
you'll
this.
notice.
Yeah, this is mostly this one podcast is mostly designed to basically inform you that we're going to change around what we do and want to accomplish with the WASDcast. So, Leon, why don't you go ahead and explain?
Yeah. So actually, what the thing is that we didn't have a real idea over for the podcast itself. So what's it about and what can we do with it? And right now the plans are to do it like every 2 weeks we record a podcast, and the theme will be based on a genre that will be chosen in the end of the episode, the previous episode. So
not necessarily a genre, more something like a part that could be content of the game.
Yeah,
like,
well,
which could be genre, but also something like alien invasion or Midwestern, something like a theme or anything that could be part of the game.
yes, so stuff like that. And basically, we won't reveal the games that we're going to play, but the plan is that we will choose 2 games, and if we are with 4 people, 2 people will play one game and the other 2 will play the other game, so that we have 2 games to discuss in every episode. And that's basically the plan that we have for the podcast to do.
So what we're trying to do is to streamline the podcast more, that we all know what we're talking about, and also that we all have when 2 people start playing the game and they know what you're talking about, they're kind of the experts. So basically,
Yes.
with the 2 experts, we can keep on talking with people who haven't played the game or had similar experiences with the similar game. So it's different. It's going to be different, but we do want to streamline it more, make it more accessible, and afterwards just have a generally more informative and useful podcast.
And
Yes.
actually generate something of value, and like make it somewhat more, how should I say,
Make a stand.
generate more podcasts, etc. Actually do something.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and there are a lot of game parts and genres that we can choose. So there is actually a lot to talk about because there are so many games and so many genres. And so there's also an episode for each specific audience that we have or are going to get, maybe. That is the goal, at least.
Yeah, so basically what we're going to try to do is to change the entire idea of the podcast and basically give it more of a free and open but also more resourceful look.
Yes.
So yeah, we're trying to make it more professional by also stating that we'll still be ourselves. We still have the wacky questions from Leon or whatever. But
We
those
actually
are
plan to
scraps.
abolish that.
Okay, maybe not everything.
Maybe not. Maybe we will see. Maybe they will return. We're not really sure.
Yeah, basically we want to stand out of the crowd and make it more unique, but also informative. Basically, everything we want to do.
Now, and so in the end of this podcast, we will reveal the genre of the games that we are going to play. So we're not going to say the names, just the genre or game part, whatever it is, in the end of this episode. And the next episode, it will be a whole different episode for the podcast, because then we have 2 games to discuss and 4 people to talk about.
You mean this podcast we can barely even call a podcast?
Yeah, this is just an introduction video. So this is just actually the video for the first choice that we have for genre that we're going to play. But also there is some news actually that we want to discuss. There's a lot of Nintendo news going on right now. Something about the a new 3DS coming out.
There's actually another DS coming out. A free DS in this case.
Yes.
So, wait, how many 3DS... Well, not 3DSs. How many DSs do we have now? We have the DS, normal DS Lite. We have the DS XL. We have the 3DS Lite, I believe. The 3DS, the 3DS XL. We have the 2DS, and probably also a 2DS XL and Lite, though I'm not sure.
There's so many. It's really weird. And if we count it as the pocket consoles, then we also have the Game Boys, which are just
those are
like
DSs. I'm talking about DSs.
Yeah, I know. But if we talk about portable Nintendo consoles, then just think about how many they have.
Yeah,
like actual physical consoles, you mean?
No, more like
the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy SP.
The Game Boy Micro, the Game Boy Pocket, the Game Boy. You have the original DS, then you have the DS Lite, then you have the DSi, then you have the DSi XL, then the 3DS, then the 3DS XL. And now we get the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL.
So basically, money-grubbing bastards.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't call it money-grubbing bastards because there's a difference between this 3DS and the new and the old 3DS.
Just
Basically,
like the DS to the DS XL and DS Lite.
No, it's not like that. It's more or less actually a transfer from the DS to the DS Lite, and we all know how the original DS was, well, honest, crappy compared to the DS Lite.
Yeah.
We all know that, right?
Yeah.
So basically what the new 3DS is offering is not only just a look upgrade, like, oh look, we have a new system. Basically it gives us a second analog stick, which is awesome. Everybody who knows that the 3DS always said, well, we need an extra analog stick, now we're getting one. It's built into the system, it's really small, but very easy to use. It's above the ABXY button. So it's a really interesting concept that they finally decided on, okay, you know what, we've listened to the fans, we are going to implement that second controller port. However, what else they have done, they're also adding a ZL and a ZR extra button on the back. So you now have two triggers, which is basically like every shooter needs. Not that there are a lot of shooters for the 3DS, but that's besides the point.
So basically it's taking cues from the Xbox and PlayStation controllers.
Yeah, but that's basically also from the Wii U controller because those also use it. It's basically the new standard.
It's everywhere, but then just in different orders.
But another big important aspect is not only the button upgrade, which was required, but also a graphical upgrade in the system itself. The new 3DS will run on a new processor and will also read games faster, download them easier from the eShop, and also have more accessibility features. So what this basically means is that with the new Amiibo figures that are coming out, Amiibo, basically Nintendo has revealed that they are going to implement collectible figures, basically like Skylanders, for their Nintendo mascots, which can be used in multiple games. So if you can purchase a figure of Luigi, and once you place it on, basically now you can place it on your Wii U controller or the new 3DS, it will read that figure, and you can play Smash Bros with that figure. What that means is that once you level up your character in-game, it will be saved onto the figure. So basically you can always take your figure with you and level it up to level 50, I believe.
So the figures actually have something electronic in them.
Yeah. Basically, that's the whole idea. It's
pretty nice. That's
it's a collectible. It's a collectible, and it's easy to take with you.
Okay, let's say a game has unlockable characters. Does it mean if you have a figure of the character that you do not yet have unlocked, do you unlock it through the figure?
That could be a possibility. I don't know for sure. I think they will start. Basically, what they've done now, they've revealed 12 characters. So they've revealed basically the basic of the basic. They revealed the Mario, the Donkey Kong, the Pikachu, the Link, whatever. Characters we all know. However, this is what they call the first wave of figures. They're going to expand upon them. And once new characters will unlock in Smash Brothers, they will release new figures. I think the more older Smash Bros. The new Smash Bros. Game will get, the more figures will be released, because the roster won't be that much of a secret for that much longer.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So
they have revealed every new...
No, they haven't revealed every character, which is amazing, but that's an entirely different subject on the leaks. Yeah, I can go into that, but I'll first figure... I'll talk about...
Not like you have any classified information.
Well, I do not, but I do have a good sense of what they're trying to do. But basically, I'm getting ahead of myself. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to use the figures to basically also appeal to a core audience that really likes collectibles, well, like me, but also to people who play a lot of Smash. Now, if you play Smash, you most of the time you have a main character, a character you can always use and you know the combos, you know the moves, etc.
Yeah.
So basically, if you decide, I'm a main man, my main man is Luigi, I'm a pro with Luigi, I can own anyone, challenge accepted. Basically, what I want is my Luigi figure, and once I used my Luigi figure to transfer my data onto that figure, I can transfer its levels. In a new Smash Bros. You can have custom movesets, you can all transfer those to the figure. Once I have the figure, I can go to the Smash Bros. On the Wii U version, I can place my figure on the controller, and it will load all my game data from the 3DS version. And that is brilliant.
This is actually a pretty nice aspect.
Yeah.
Because,
It sounds very interesting to have something that transfers over for every Nintendo game, but in the end, how I see it, it's a gimmick.
Yeah, basically it is a gimmick. However,
like perhaps a very fun gimmick, but I'm not seeing really how it adds that much value to these games.
Yeah, I know, but basically most of what these things do, they are gimmicks. Fine, they're peripherals. However, the good thing for me about this is, well, as a Nintendo fan, I love having collectibles, and this basically is not only a collectible, which I purchase, but it's also something I can use if I want to for my characters, and that's amazing. Like, it's not just a statue that is sitting on my desk right now, it is also something I can use to improve my game, to keep on leveling up, to keep playing the game and get better at it with a certain character. Yeah, it's still a peripheral, but it's something other than just a statue or just a USB drive with your data on it. I think it combines two very interesting things.
I would like it if I were to buy it. I would think it's a pretty nice idea to use for your games, but in the end, it's not a game changer.
No, true, but that's also a good thing, because imagine, basically what Skylanders does, that's a game that uses about the same concept. They have certain parts of the level blocked. You can't access them with other characters, and you can only get those characters if you purchase the figures. That's not what they're doing, and that's a good thing. Because if they said, okay, you can only play this with the NFC figures, they're like, well, fuck this shit, I'm gonna play something else. But that's not what they're doing. If they were to do that, then they would be money-grabbing bastards, but they're not.
But actually, the figure itself is not really. It doesn't have a use. You could just have like the stand part of it, and that's all you need. Not really the figure itself.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, like they made it like look better by putting a mini character on top of the
base.
The base, yeah.
Yeah, basically that's true.
Actually,
well,
you don't need
they are
character
money-grabbing
itself.
bastards, but then again, I think most giant publishers are money-grabbing bastards.
I think Nintendo's pretty humble for most of the time.
Yeah, but I don't know, but in comparison, it's not that bad.
No, I know what you mean, but...
Also, another news, Pokken is a thing?
Yeah, Pokken. Okay, so basically what was announced 2 years ago, there was a huge Pokemon convention in honor of the birthday or whatever, and at that convention there was a gameplay trailer of a game nobody had seen before, and there was no explanation. It was just basically an HD rendering of Lucario versus Blaziken, and nobody knew what it was. And so finally last week they unveiled a new project, and it's called Pokken. And Pokken is basically a combination of Pokemon and Tekken. So they're gonna make a fighting game, a 3D fighting game with Pokemon characters.
It's actually pretty nice.
Something about that.
Yeah,
and the thing is, they have made a trailer for it, and it's about to be set on that, and they said that it will be available on the arcade in Japan.
Well, that's actually a fun thing, because I've been to Japan, and every major game that is released, Street Fighter 4, Tekken 6, Marvel vs. Capcom,
first on an arcade.
The releases are always first on arcades, and that's a great thing, because people in the arcade can test the game with them actually gaining money, because they have to pay to play the game, and once they discover a bug, they can complain about it, and people will improve on the game.
Yes.
So what they've said now, Pokken will release in 2015 in the arcades in Japan. And basically that's just the beta testing version. So I think and they are considering a home release and also of course an international release. But basically we will see this game make it to the international release, I think end of 2015 or 2016 even.
But then the question is, will it be only a Nintendo thing, or will this game actually be on Xbox and PS4, maybe PC?
I think we can pretty safely say that Pokken will remain a Nintendo exclusive. One
Yeah.
or arcade exclusive. One, because
Like how they'll bring
Nintendo,
Pokemon to
Nintendo-
Xbox or PlayStation.
well, technically they can, but
They can, but they
Nintendo
won't.
Nintendo owns Game Freak. But Game Freak is free to publish to any console they want. They can publish to. They've published many Pokemon ideas to the iOS, to Apple devices.
Yeah.
So they are not forbidden to not target Xbox as a launch platform. However, Nintendo will automatically get the exclusivity to get Pokken on their own console, and I think that's a great thing because, well, let's face it, the Wii U needs games, and a really well thought out 2D Pokemon fighting game would be amazing. Or
Well,
3D.
it might be great for the Wii U, but in the end, it's an exclusive, and I kind of hate exclusives.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
Because
I think
if Pokken is a
exclusives-
fighting game, I really think it shouldn't really matter if it's only on Nintendo. I really would love to see it on the PS4 and the Xbox One, just because
Yeah.
it's just so different from the other Pokemon games.
And PC.
And PC, that would be great as well if they did that. Because
no, they,
yes,
they
but
won't release it on a different platform than the Wii U.
Yeah, but it
I'm
would be
very
great
certain.
if.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it would
If.
be amazing if, but they wouldn't let it.
Even though
that's the-
they would make more money. Oh wait, by Game Freak. So is Game
Yeah.
Freak actually a part of Nintendo? So would they profit off of games sold by Game Freak, even if not on a Nintendo platform?
I believe they own the Game Freak license. Let me check that real quick.
Not the Game Freak license, the Game Freak Studio. License is something for software, video games, etc.
No, they're just a Pokemon corporation. It's a second party from Nintendo. So basically, Nintendo owns Game Freak.
Okay.
okay. Yeah, okay.
That's also the reason why Nintendo characters or Pokemon characters appear in Smash Bros. Or anything.
But then
Yeah, it's
again,
pretty much
Pokemon
set
is
that
a
it will be-
giant appeal of Nintendo, and to give that to PC or Microsoft or Sony would be very unlikely.
Yeah, basically, I think. Well, Nintendo has stated in the past, we could release our games on other platforms like the Xbox One or the PS4. However, we design our games with our own console in mind, and that's of course a promotion thing to say, hey, we own this console, we don't want our game on your console. But it's also a way of saying we design it for our console because we know what our console can do, and we can experience our own limits.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've talked a bit enough about Nintendo.
Yeah.
Let me think. There was one more thing I wanted
Is
to
there
talk
one more
about.
thing?
Oh yeah, the Smash Bros.
One
leaks.
Oh, yeah.
One other thing. Okay, so basically the last couple of weeks there has been a huge debate about leaks. And what happened is the rumor is going that the ESRB, the rating system in America, posted videos online of the Smash Bros. Full roster, characters, gameplay, and everything. So people were saying, oh my god, the entire roster is spoiled. So the leaks in general were that characters were added like Shulk, Duck Hunt Dog, and Bowser Jr. So, but people were saying, wait, this looks really off, because characters like Bowser Jr. had a similar moveset to other characters. So first the rumor was going, well, it's a mod of Brawl with a texture hack. I personally don't believe that's true. My theory is that the ESRB is a ratings company that basically gets not the final game to rate their game, because they have to release the rating before the game comes out. And what they get from Nintendo or other companies is gameplay trailers, screenshots, extra information, but not certainly the game. The game will release for everyone at the same time. So what the leaks are, in fact, and that's, you can also see this by the fact that Nintendo of America directly deleted the videos once they were posted online, is that Nintendo has sent the video itself to the ESRB with the characters, with the gameplay, to give the ESRB the rating. This can mean two things. Either Nintendo has indeed leaked to gain more hype, to basically get the commercials going for themselves, or what they have done is they basically given the ESRB the videos, but not shown every character. So what people are saying was, well, they showed a huge part of the roster, but it looked like with everything that has been announced so far that a lot of characters were missing. Like for example, all the characters that are revealed on the site right now is all the characters we know are confirmed. However, given that the characters that were added in that video of the ESRB, there were only 2 or 3 characters that were new, like we haven't heard or seen before. So that would be really weird, because usually in Smash Bros. Game there are a lot of secret characters. So I think personally the leaks are true, but they haven't shown us everything yet. That's the main
So there's
point.
more actually. You think?
There's more to come. And this was yesterday, it was confirmed, for me personally at least, because,
Well,
someone
for you personally,
posted
what does that mean?
Well, personally, what does it mean? It means that
Your mic is...
Yeah, your mic is really going crazy right now.
Haven't been announced yet, or
Houston, we have a problem.
Yesterday, Shulk was revealed, so they've confirmed. Yes, Shulk is in the game. Sorry.
Willem, your mic is...
Madness.
It is madness.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're better.
Wait a second. Okay, sorry.
Robot
Sorry,
Apocalypse, so
I
your
don't know what
microphone
happened.
is ended.
Just-
Technical difficulties, solves.
Sorry.
It happens. People, it happens.
Okay, so anyway, I'll post a link to you guys as well, but what I was trying to say is that, okay, so yesterday Shulk was officially revealed as the new character in Smash Bros. And it was an awesome trailer and everything, so that's cool. However, with Shulk being revealed, they basically confirmed, yes, Shulk is in the game, so the leak is true. Shulk is in the game. But then...
Oh crap, what now?
And he's gone. So actually,
Hello?
So, Shulk is in the game, okay.
yeah, Shulk is in it. So, and then
So they revealed this picture in the 3DS eShop of Japan, and it's officially there. It's available for everyone to see. But this is the beginning roster.
this picture will be in the video, by the way.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
picture is the revealing roster. So what it shows is basically almost all of the characters that have been announced in Smash. If I go to the Smash Bros. Website, every character that is there has been revealed. Is almost here. The only character that is, the characters that are missing is Lucina. I can't see her anywhere. Another character that is missing is, well, basically only Lucina. The Mii fighter isn't here, so that's also probably a secret character. Yeah, you can fight as Mii, which is hilarious. Another
Yeah,
character
that's
that isn't there is, well, basically the Mii fighter is all I can see right now. So, if this is the first starting roster, imagine how many secret characters there can be in the game.
Weren't we talking a while ago about
Yeah,
the character roster of Smash Bros? Like, one of our very first episodes, I would like to say, but we don't have that many episodes. Like, I made a stupid joke about the Wii Fit trainer and Wario.
Yeah. Yeah, Wii Fit Trainer is officially a character, and it's basically really fun how much creative moves they have planned for her, and also her design is amazing. So I think it's a weird choice, but it's also a great choice to see, like, hey, we can go all out, we can show these weird characters. And,
Has it already been
Wario...
confirmed that she can depress people to death with her Wii Fit board by saying,
Oh yeah, of course. We made a joke, I think.
That would be great.
These characters in the game.
Yeah, well, Wario is also indirectly confirmed to be back, however, he's not been revealed yet. So,
Okay.
you know, there are a lot of secret characters that aren't shown yet, which I'm really happy about, because everyone was talking about
Wario.
Everybody was talking about the leaks, like, oh my god, the leaks are here, and it has destroyed everything. I was like, should I check out the leaks? Shouldn't I check out the leaks? In the end, I decided to check them out, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, it isn't that much news. But seeing this official roster now finally for the very first time, I'm like, yes, the leaks are true, but there's so much more for us in store. So I'm really happy about that.
Okay. Anyhow, I think that's
enough for me about
Nintendo,
Smash. Yeah.
Nintendo news. And anyway, also a thing that has been announced is Saints Row Gets Out of Hell.
I still haven't seen the trailer.
It is a DLC and it has a trailer. I have watched the trailer and it will be coming to you in 30th of January in 2015. And actually what it is a DLC for Saints Row the 4th, and you step into the skin of Johnny Cat or Kinsey Kennington, and You actually go to hell. It is it goes further than the normal story. So actually, what you're trying to do is to save the character you were in Saints Row 4. It's really fun.
Oh,
Joy.
this sounds like the... You know what? I'm not gonna say anything about Saints Row anymore. Saints Row 4 was either loved by everyone or hated by everyone, and I personally haven't played it, so I'm totally out of the Saints Row universe.
I did play Saints Row 4 and I loved it. And just to see this trailer and the much of chaos they've added, it's just insane. I didn't think it was possible, but it actually is possible to have more chaos.
So you're actually going to hell.
They're actually going to hell. Some sort of weird portal will open, and it will grab the main character from Saints Row 4. And well, you as Johnny Cat choose to get after him and jump into the portal together with Mackenzie and try to save the main character from Saints Row 4.
This just cries for the American Christian outrage.
Basically, but that's basically every game they've had in the
Yeah.
Saints Row. Imagine the giant purple dildo controversy of 2011.
Big giant
Oh,
purple dildo controversy of 2011.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
It actually is. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that, and well, it will be out in January, so I'm seeing something to be excited about.
That's pretty fun. I wanted to ask you about that, Tim. The exclusivity of Rise of the Tomb Raider. There's been a lot of controversy about it.
Okay.
Did you heard that news or not?
Well, I've heard something about it. I heard it was, I believe, a Xbox exclusive.
Yeah. Basically,
I've also heard it's a timed exclusive. As in
basically.
temporary.
So what everybody was really pissed about is at the Xbox convention of the of Gamescom, they revealed Rise of the Tomb Raider, the sequel to the reboot of Tomb Raider, is going to be Xbox exclusive and it's going to be only on Xbox. And everybody was pissed because the last Tomb Raider game was amazing. It really got a high review and a lot of gamers on PS3 and Xbox 360 and the PC and every platform was happy with the game. So what we've done now is basically say, fuck you, we're gonna make it exclusive on Xbox One. So people were pissed about that, and now indeed rumors are going from, well, it's going to be a timed exclusive or whatever. But basically that whole game launch has now been fucked over by Microsoft.
Yeah, they actually screwed up with that.
Yeah. And people were also saying like, oh well, this is basically just like Bayonetta 2 being exclusive on the Wii U, and I'm like, no, Bayonetta 2 wouldn't exist if Nintendo wouldn't have bought the game. Basically, you get the game. Fuck exclusivity. I rather want that game to exist than death of a franchise, because nobody wants to invest the money. And Bayonetta 2 is shaping up to be one of the most interesting games of the year.
Yeah, alright, so I think we actually have covered a lot of news right now. And we have almost
we covered Nintendo and we covered exclusivity of Tomb Raider, which isn't exactly exclusivity.
Yeah, well, stuff like that. But it's something, and I guess it's enough for now. So actually, we're going to reveal the genre or game part that we're going to do in about 2 weeks from now.
For the reboot of the WASDcast.
Yeah. And the genre will be, because this time it's a genre, we will go with racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're actually going to choose which game we're going to play, but that we will do off recording. And you guys now know the genre, and next episode you will hear us talk about the games we have chosen. Anyhow, thank you guys for listening to another kind of episode of the WASDcast, and we will return.
And we shall give you a rebut without anyone asking for it.
Yes.
Because we've already wasted your time.
Thanks
a
for listening.
long time ago. Okay, see you later.
Okay, bye.